Please tell me it's not backwards. That's something that's always bothered the shit out of me is that when I'm in Discord and I share my screen OBS wise, or if I'm in apparently YouTube now, when I share my screen doing OBS, a virtual camera, it flips the damn screen. I don't know why. For me. But please let me know if it's backwards because that's stupid. Sup, everybody? I hope you're having a wonderful evening. This is something new for me. I don't think I've done a stream on YouTube, but here we go. We're gonna try something new, and we're gonna have some fun with it. So, I was just streaming over on my Twitch, just to kind of pull people over and talk to them. I haven't had much um, communication with my followers over there for a while, and I wanted to say say hello and give them an idea of why I left and why I am coming back now after a year and a half of a hiatus. It's a long time to wait, but it made a complete sense on why I did take some time away from streaming. I probably could have continued, but I don't think my mind would have been there. So I'm glad that I did take the break. But I hope you all have had a wonderful day. I can't wait to open up these guys. This is a package that I've had here waiting to open for 6 to 8 months. I haven't seen the contents of this box for a year now. In about 30 minutes, it'll be a year, and I'm waiting to see what these comic books come back graded as. So I would love to have um, all of you join me and um, see what we can figure out here. So let's see. Is there anything that I can do as an editor? Can I add some tags? Let's see here. We're gonna do Marvel, Venom, not Mervel, Venom, CGC, comic books, what else can we do as an option? Oh man. Marvel, Venom, CGC, comic books. I'm forgetting something here. Fragili. Oh yeah, I was gonna get a cardboard piece. I'll be right back. All right, I think this might work. All right. Just a kind of a white envelope. I think it's my wife's. So we'll see if that will work. All right. So we have updated those. Hopefully that will work a little better. Let's pull this guy over here. Since we've got nothing over here now, we can. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Where is everybody? 10, 9, 8. It's only 8:30. It's 8:30 on the west coast of Americas. All right. So, we are going to continue talking stream topics. So, our stream topics, guilty pleasures. I have a guilty pleasure of mine that I I thoroughly enjoy watching flat earthers make a fool of themselves on social media. It's fun. I appreciate all of their outlandish ideas because I mean it takes someone to. It, I mean, we all have dumb ideas, but they really they take the cake. So um, I appreciate their comedy, and I think that should turn be turned into a show. So I got a couple of the stream topics that I've got ready. Stream topics. Where are you? Back one page. Stream topics. Oh, damn it. Stream topics. Guilty pleasures was a big one. How do astronauts scratch their noses? Don't you ever wonder, like, how do they have um, do they have like air jets that are just perfectly pointed at their nose so they can scratch certain things, or do they have an air jet that can move around so that they could press like a button to put a jet and then they can kind of maneuver it around with like an analog stick? It makes you wonder, like, how are people using how are astronauts going through, like being in a suit out in space and they get a scratch on their face? How do they control it? Do they have a little controller on their suit? I don't know. I mean, it's really hard to say, but I mean, does anyone know? Do you know? My viewers or anything like that? I'd love to know. Put that in the chat. My initial thought would be air jets, very like subtle air jets that are in like some type of motorized gimbal, and that gimbal can hit either side of the face. Because otherwise, I mean, an astronaut gonna do? They're just gonna be scratching. They're gonna be scratching the plexi or the glass, and that's just idiotic. There's no way that they don't have something to solve that issue when you're spacewalking. Um, and that kind of like segues into what I was talking about a moment ago, flat earthers and how they're my guilty pleasure. I love watching how stupid people can be and their thoughts, and why they believe they're like, oh my God, the sun and the moon are out at the same time. Why does the moon have like you can only see half of it? If the sun's out and the moon's out, it should cover the whole, the whole moon. It should be lit up completely. So it's just kind of interesting to see how people interpret science and everything. So that's my guilty pleasure. What is your guilty pleasure? Oh, is this gonna last me? Oh man, I gotta make this last. I gotta make this last until midnight. What do we got? We got 24 minutes. Yee. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna drink anymore after that. Actually, I technically can't drink any more beer after that because that was the last beer I have. So, um, but yeah, those are my guilty pleasures. A little more backstory on what I've got here in the box. The box, these are comic books. These are graded comic books, not just comic books. I got these. I got these uh, exactly a year ago. In just about 20, 23 more minutes. I got these a year ago, and I haven't seen them since. I gave these to the CGC to be sent off to get graded. In addition to those grades, I had Sam De La Rosa sign each copy, and I had him put an illustration on the first issue of this series, which is Lethal Protector Venom, which is a very popular edition. My hope, my hope is to get at least a nine. I want to say a 9.4 and above for all of them. I really would be a little disappointed if I hit anything lower than 9.4 or lower than that. What I'd really like to hit, I'd love to hit a 9.8 on at least two of the six issues. If I hit at least a 9.8 on at least two of the six issues, I will be super ecstatic because I mean, above getting that, I mean, there's very very few grades that get a 9.9 or a 10. It's extremely difficult to do, especially with someone that's signing it. Actually, I don't think Venom Lethal Protector has any graded 10 signatures ever. So that just kind of gives you an idea of the rarity if I pull a 10, which is extremely unlikely is the way, I guess, the way I would put it. So um I I want to open them now, but I've come so long, I've waited so long that I need to wait. I've got to wait and keep things. Oops, sorry. Kind of keep things moving along, and hope that I can. The next 21 minutes are going to be the fucking longest 21 minutes of my life. Um, What should I do? Should I take a break? Should I get some water? I mean, if I get a water, I'm gonna lose the one person I've got in this chat, and I I don't want to do that. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do um to things moving along. And I'm fucking thirsty. My throat's getting dry as fuck. So that being said, I'll be back. I'm gonna get some water. Stick around. Don't run away. Wonderful. Wonderful. Cheers. I mean, wait, you can't cheers water. Damn it. Cheers. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. My stream summary is ready on Twitch. Wonderful. What does my stream summary say? Give up. Give up. Stop trying. What are you doing? Don't be an idiot. That's what it says. That is what it's saying. What is it going to say? What is it going to say? You've increased by 300%. No, no way. Excuse me. Damn. Got some belches in me. Oh man. Bear with me. I'm gonna stretch. Oh man. Limber up. Limba. All right, let's test this out. All right, so we got this camera ready, testing it out, and I'm pretty sure I have this set up. There we go. Forget it's backwards on the other one, but we've got enough room here for the comic books. And yeah, I was talking about earlier my 3D printer and why I think it's one of the best things investment wise that I've purchased in a long time. This is a 3D printed part that I made for a new product of mine, and that's one of the pieces, which is actually just a duplicate of this same part, just half of the size. So if I were to move it over here, it ends up being half of that, and it has an overlapping right in the center. And this is a washer, and you'll get to see exactly what this is. You'll get to see exactly what this is used for not too long from now. So, I printed these out on my SLA printer, Elegoo Saturn II. And surprisingly, I mean, the prints turned out really good. I do wish that went to bed late last night and I'm yawning, but I wish that the resolution for my STL files were better, because the step files are way more detailed, but my printer only accepts STL files, and I wish I could use step files. But what can you do? 15 minutes, folks. 15 minutes, y'all. And then we can open up this package. Package. We're going to open it up. But I really wish I could have gone to Wondercon this year. It's been something that I wanted to do that. I wanted to go to Comic-Con so much, and I had to kind of settle for Wondercon, because apparently if you go to Wondercon, you get like first dibs to jump into Comic Con. And my wife and I decided to move to to Atlanta instead, which essentially meant that we had to stop um, you know opportunities to go to WonderCon because it was going to be, or no, to Comic Con, which is going to be super expensive. Trying to go to Comic Con from Atlanta, Georgia, all the way to San Diego was going to be an arm and a leg, and then also getting the hotel plus the tickets. It just wasn't feasible. But last year we decided to go to WonderCon, and it was kind of a nice event. And surprisingly, I thought it was a much smaller event than it was, because I went in there and you have this like first concourse, and then you get close to the edge of that like first part, and then you're like, oh, there's a whole another room, and then you get to the end of that room, and you're like, oh, there's another one. But now that I think about it, I mean, we were able to get around all of those like areas within one day. I could probably spend 2 or 3 days by myself. Oh my god, sorry. Just going, booth to booth, and I've realized this. I think I do better at events like this by myself. There are I think, very few people that I could potentially go to these types of events with other people, and I mean, Derek would definitely be one of those people. Joe Brackus would is this live? Yes, this is definitely live. I'm going to be opening these up here in just a few moments. We're what, 12 minutes away? Yeah, 12 minutes away from me opening up these comic books. And I I have been holding on to these comic books for over a year, almost over a year. As soon as it hits 12:01, I can say I have been waiting on opening up these comic books for over a year. I got these. I got these at WonderCon 2022, and I went to the CGC, and I had them graded, and I had them signed by Sam De La Rosa, and I had him do an illustration on the first issue of the series. So I'm very curious to know what these grades are going to come back as, and my hope is that I hit at least a 9.4 on all of them. At a minimum 9.4, all of them. However, I would like to hit at least two of the six at a 9.8 or higher, which I highly doubt I'll get anything past a 9.8. That's a fair want. Yeah, exactly. I'm not wanting the world. I don't want like four. I need at least four 9.8s. I want at least two 9.8s, especially with them signed. I wish I could have gotten more signatures, but I mean, you do what you do. You can collect more. If I decide to sell these in the future, I can. They're investments now. But yeah, I think it at a minimum 9.4 for all of them. They were all very high grades from the looks of them, and I want two 9.8s. Definitely a fair want. I also picked up a couple while I was at WonderCon last year. I picked up a couple Spawn alternative covers, and they were the alternative covers for Barack Obama and Mitt Romney, but they were illustrated in the style of Watchmen, which is by far my most favorite comic book and a graphic novel series of all time. I have I have the whole set except for issue one, because I'm very picky about what I want that issue to be. It's so hard to tell with CGC. Sometimes they grade a little easy, and sometimes, dude, yeah, I know. I mean, I mean, let me grab something real quick. They can be very, very difficult with their grades, but I've got one over here that is very dear to me, and I hope to get more grades like this um, from Watchmen in the future. Let me move all these out of the way. All right, let me move my keyboard out of the way. And here we go. Let's do the back first. This is a CGC grade of the first appearance of Watchmen. Also, this is the first appearance of Frank Miller's Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. So this is a very, very dear book to me. I wanted so bad to have the original. I'm also looking at an eBay listing of this same comic, and it's signed by almost everybody, and it's $3,000. It is graded. I would love to have it. I just do not have that scratch right now, so it's just something I'm going to have to wait for in the future. You know, when I can save up some more cash. But until then, this, you know, my 9.4 is gonna be my favorite comic that I own. And the reason why they gave it a 9.4 was, and I don't know if you can see it, but right here in this corner, you can see that small amount of paper, you know, peel, which degraded this down to a 9.4. And seeing, you know, that peel on that corner and still getting a 9.4, to me, that gives me very high hopes about all 6 comics that I sent off, because none of them had that. So I think we're in good shape. I think we're gonna be. I think we'll definitely be sitting at a 9.4 or higher, probably 9.6 and so on. But yeah, love this comic. But yeah, I've been slowly collecting more of the Watchmen series, whether it's a Watchmen comic or not. If it's inspired by them and it has an alternative cover, I want to own that, and I want to send it in. I want to get it graded, just because in my opinion, it is Watchmen. Just their story. It is by far one of the best stories in comic book history. The the art is great. The writing by Alan Moore is amazing. And I don't know. I mean, it's so hard to beat, you know, a story like that these days. What's one of your favorites? Yep, one dumpy corner. That's all it takes, man. And you know, they had fair reason on why they give it a 9.4. I mean, it wasn't perfect. The color was amazing though. The pages were white. But it is what it is. Do you prefer DC or Marvel, or you know, another comic book? Walking Dead. All right. Walking Dead Deluxe. To be honest, that's something that I haven't really got into the comics of Walking Dead. However, on the flip side, I just finished the final episodes of the final season. And really, to be honest, I was a little disappointed of the way that they ended it. Um, they had the sit down dinner inside the house. Actually, wait, before I go too far. Have you watched the show? Please let me know in the chat. I don't want to spoil anything if you're right there. Mm. We're almost there. 4 minutes. Oh, for sure, for sure. You're good to go. Go ahead. Cool. Awesome. Good. I didn't want to ruin anything for you. All right. So I finished the show. They've got that nice democratic city where, of course, the mayor, president, whatever the fuck you want to call her, is just no good. Her son's an idiot, and she just allows the walkers to kind of take over the city, while the police force are saving her, but no one else. And the more like alive people you have, the better. I mean, I don't know why she wouldn't allow people to help like eradicate these walkers, whatever. And then they blow up the city. So, I mean, that's not going to be the end of something like that. And I know that they're doing more. Yeah, Pamela Milton. Um, but but they're going to have spinoffs, and I really hope that they shed that backdoorsy or that backwoods kind of vibe that they've done throughout the whole Walking Dead series. I kind of liked what they did with the series with the kids where they were in Nebraska, and I'm actually from Nebraska originally, and I kind of liked what they did, where it was more of a military, like for real military, kind of operation, where the stakes felt like definitely higher rather than a small town or a small city. I want like global. I want something global, and I think they're headed in that direction, which I think is a good thing. World Beyond. Yep, I enjoyed it. Even though at first I wasn't a big fan of it, but I grew to like it. And they actually shot that first episode. They shot the first episode or two or three or whatever, and then they redid it all because they didn't like it. So whatever they did a good job because they redeemed themselves. It turned out really good. But I didn't like the way they ended it with everyone sitting down at dinner, and then they had um, did not know they did that. Yeah, they had to redo everything, which I think it's really because they had such a young cast. The young cast just didn't, they probably just didn't do a great job, and they needed more training, maybe a better director. But yeah, they reshot it all. Um, and the sit down with the dinner, backing up again. They did that. They did that seasons prior, where everyone was sitting down in Alexandria, in like out in the open, and they were all having a wonderful dinner. And I feel it was kind of like a dreamy sequence. Right then, at that point, is when they should have ended it. They should have just ended it right there because they redid that shit. They redid that shit later, and it just annoyed the shit out of me. So, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. Mm-mm. I only watched the show. So, all right. I think it's time. It is 12 o'clock Eastern. So it is officially April Fool's Day. and I'm about to open up this box full of bricks to show you all that they're not comic books, right? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Wouldn't that fucking suck? You wait like an hour to watch me unbox this box that says Fragile, and then I just show you a couple cool bricks. Would I be an asshole like that? Would I? You don't know me. Let's see here. All right. Did I lose you? Did you take off? I hope not. I want to have at least someone here to to open the box with. I doubt you'd take off. You knew I was opening these. Oh, good itch. Oh man. Oh. Woo. El Pasco, are you still here? And that is all she wrote. I made it. I made it to 12. I applaud myself. But are you ready? Are you ready to open up these comic books? It slapped my half a spam. What? It slapped my had for spam. I don't know what the hell that means, but whatever. No worries. We gonna continue. We're gonna open up this guy. I'm ready for it. I'm fucking ready for this because I need to get them out of my office now. That last like drink just got me. Oh man, this feels so wrong. This feels so wrong to be opening this, after a year. I'm kind of nervous here. I don't know why. They should have ended it on that episode. Oh, you're saying like the last episode? They should have ended it and not did any like sequels? Is that what you're saying? I don't want to. I'm trying not to like dig too deep with my knife because I don't want to puncture anything. There we go. All right, it's open. In the last season where Maggie and Negan meet up again. Oh. Yeah. It was weird that she wasn't necessarily on board with him. I don't think what he did was so unforgivable that I don't completely get that the writers and the producers, their thoughts in why they think that was, that they would even work together. Like that was so unforgivable. All right. So, I'm going to try to do this so we can do them in orders. Yes. Yeah, it's no good, man. All right. Okay. I'm so nervous. I see him. Which is which? All right. All right. All right. So I didn't see any of the numbers in the TV series so much. of it is about Negan redeeming himself. Yeah, you're not wrong. It totally is. Um, do you want me to the comics? Do you want me to start from issue 6 and go up to issue 1? I think we should. I think we should start with issue 6. I'm fucking nervous. Here we go. Here we go. Show them as you like. Sorry about that. Little adjustment. Here we go. So we've got we got a little bit of Spider-Man. All right. So what do you think this comic will be graded at? I want you to give me your thoughts in the chat. What you think this one will be graded at? 9.6. All right. That's a good one. Oh, that's so beautiful. And see that signature? Oh, that's beautiful. That's a beauty. Here we go. Oh, right on the money. Right on the money. A 9.6. So for one, I said I wanted over 9. I wanted to be over 9.4 on at least all of these. We're 1 for 1. God, that's nice. 9.6. CGC signature. And they only do these signatures when they can authenticate it. So I had these authenticated white pages. Damn. This came out in 1991. Just think about that. This is 32 years old. And I just had it graded. Man. Lovely. Beautiful. Let's move on. All right. On to the next one. I was like, I don't have really a discard file. We'll put them in here. All right. You can stay there for now. Oh, shit. All right. Here's the second one. Issue number 5. What do we got here? Carnage. Venom, Spider-Man. All right. Before I go any further, what do you think this one's going to be rated at? Or graded? I keep getting that. Oh, it's on this arm. Like, where's that hair at? It's backwards for my camera. I'm calling a 9.8. All right. Oh, I would love a 9.8, but I think this is going to match the last one at a 9.6. Woohoo! 9.6. All right. So we got two 9.6s. Hey, that's, like I said, better than a 9.4. Still solid. That's right. Digging it. I need to get more uh, um, graded comics, but also I'm looking. Oh, look at that! I like that he used silver. Really stands out, but it hides really well in the comic when you're looking at it just straight. Um, but yeah, I'm looking into two nice hits in a row. That's right. I'm looking into to doing uh gaming. I want to do a couple gaming uh, grades as well. So I've started collecting some games, which you can't unbox. You can't necessarily unbox. They have to be sealed with the plastic still on them in order to be graded. So I've started collecting games to send off to CGC to have graded. So, for example, Hogwarts Legacy Deluxe Edition. I've saved that to send that off as well, and then I've also um, before they even announced that they're doing gaming grades, I saved, oh shit, what's it called? The Cyberpunk. So I saved my Cyberpunk game, which I was going to return and I decided not to. I kept it in a box and I had the steel box for it too, and I plan to send those in to get graded because I ended up buying it, and then Cyberpunk, their devs decided to essentially tell everyone, "Oh, if you bought this, please return it because essentially the game's broken." And I didn't do that because I had a feeling that it was going to be very, very useful and very valuable in the future because so many people return their games either opened or they just didn't buy it at all or they bought it on Steam. So I ended up buying it on Steam so I could play it on there. But I also wanted to keep a version for myself. Yep, yep. Games have to be sealed; they cannot be open. Very, which is very interesting. I mean, I guess if you think about it, comic books don't come sealed already, but games always come sealed. So that's why they would want those to be completely sealed if you're going to send them in to be graded. So, all right, let's move on. We're going to move on to the th- the third one of the night. And all right, I got it here. Oh, what's that? I don't. Oh shit. Well, they had cardboard with them too. So, all right. All right, so we're on issue 4. Toss your thoughts of what the grade will be in the chat. I guess my take is, I mean, you've seen the condition of some zero point 0.5, so it seems like open could still get some kind of grade. You would think, yeah, most definitely. But no, they won't take any grades that are open, or they won't take any games that are open. They have to be sealed, which is crazy to think about. If you have old games from like the early 90s, 80s, and 70s, if they're sealed, dude, you're gonna be making some cash. But I do believe also that um, there was something about their value or something like that that they did really weird that I didn't really appreciate, but I can't remember what it is, and I'll have to go back and look. We've had two 9.6s so far, so I'm calling three 9.6s in a row. All right, I could see that. I could totally see that. I'm gonna call. Okay, before I go all the way to the top, let's see here. This is clean, dude. I'm gonna call a 9 and 8 on this one. You're probably right, but you got Scream, Venom, Spider-Man. I'm gonna call a 9.8 on this one. Please give me a 9.8. Ah, you're right, 9.6. Damn. So far, I mean, it's a complete set that is all the same. But think about that. My other comic with the small little fray in the corner was a 9.4. In this one doesn't have any of that. Which makes me wonder if they just really changed the way that they grade. And oh, it even tells you on here, it even tells you when it was signed. So that's interesting. Crazy. That's cool. But yeah, I was hoping for a 9.8 on this. Really, if I'm gonna get a 9.8, I really hope it's on the first issue. I'm ready to just move on to the next one. Let's move on to issue 3. Oh, you saw it, I'm sure. I didn't see it though. Damn. All right. I'm going to wait till you guys all come back. So it seems like I lost my peeps. All right, then you can make a guess and then show it. All right. I really, if you were to guess, I have a feeling you would say a 9.6 as well. I'm going to go with another 9.6. I'm going to call a 4. This is going to be a 4, not a 3-peat, but a 4-peat, if that's a thing. So let's take a look and see if we can continue that trend. Woo! Avengers Assemble. 30 years. 1963 to 1993. I think this is going to be a 9.6 as well. Oh, man, you're killing me, Smalls. No. Damn. And yeah, I see what they did there. It's a very small amount, right down here. This guy right there is causing me all the problems. Man, that's disappointing. Yeah, what happened? I'm not sure. I mean, it shows we've got white pages. I mean, okay, I guess I can see a little more here on the corner of where the staples were. You can see a little whitening. Where is it at? Right there. You can see some whitening where the staples are. So that definitely could have degraded the value of that. Really, it seems like maybe some of the paint or maybe some of the printing came off or rubbed off, but I mean the color is immaculate. And other than that one corner, and maybe a little bit of abrasion here in the corner, really, this is the main reason to get a 9.0. God, that's very disappointing. But I mean, you can't win. That book presents really well for a 9.0. That's what I'm saying, dude. 9.0. All right. I need something to make me something needs to cheer me up here. All right. So let's just jump to the next one. All right. Give me your thoughts here. What's your guess? Yeah, this is definitely gonna make up for that last one. I'm pissed. Um, I'm gonna go with a 9.4. I'm gonna go with a 9.4 on this one. And here we go. We're gonna try to get this on the drop. 9.6. All right. All right. So we've got four of the issues at a 9.6 and one at a 9.0, which is God, that's so pissed. That pisses me off. But I mean, that definitely makes up a little bit for the last one. Um, that's good. The thing that makes me the most pissed off is that I don't have one 9.8. And if I were to leave the 9.8 for any of them, it would be that first issue, uh, which is just the next one in the last one. So yeah, I'm getting happier, as I'm opening these up. I'm glad that I was able to take the time and finally not allow this looming, this just box of mystery take over my life, because that's what it feels like every time I see it. And I'm moving it around, and my cat comes over and sits on it and rubs his paws and rubs his nose on it. I'm just seeing it every day. Yeah, you kind of got robbed on that 9.0. You're telling me, dude. I'm gonna call Sam up and be like, Sam, what the fuck? What did you do? But yeah, I think this is this is definitely a nice change, from what we had before. And you can see his name down there, De La Rosa. And let's see that signature on there one more time. De La Rosa, part 2 of 6. So this is almost the whole set. We got one more to go. And then once we get that last one, I'm gonna call it a night because it's already 12:24 here. I do appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. I hope to do more streams on here, whether it be fun stuff like this, or if it's going to be stuff like film equipment, talking about gear, and hopefully, spreading knowledge about equipment that is out in the ether of the world, because there's a lot of gear out there. For sure, I clicked the sub button. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Um, there's a lot of gear out there that a lot of filmmakers don't know about, and they don't know that they'll help them out. So I want to shed light on them, give my thoughts on the pros and cons, on what they can do to make them better, in my opinion. I plan to do more of that content uh, very shortly, because I've taken a hiatus for about a year and a half from streaming. I used to stream on Twitch. Actually, right before this stream, I streamed on Twitch just to kind of say hello to all my past subscribers. And I let them know that I was jumping on here. A lot of them, of course, probably don't remember, or unsubscribed from me or unfollowed me since it's been so long. It's been a few years. But yeah, I plan to do more stuff like this in the future. And I thank you for stopping by. All right, let's finish this. Let's get some music playing since it seems like we've lost our sound. And I think this series of music makes the most sense name wise. It's called Midnight. We're gonna let this play out while while I show off this next one. I'm really hoping this is at least a 9.4. Um, God, I'd be so pissed if this is lower than that. In from what I remember, from what I remember, this, in my opinion, had the best quality book wise from all of them, and it's got a very very glossy cover, and I didn't see any specks of damage, no scratches, no nothing on it. So I am holding out that this is the highest grade. I'm hoping that this is a 9.8, at the least a 9.6. Um, you're gonna let me call this one? I'm gonna call this a 9.8. So, with that being said, let's jump right into it. And we're going to take a look and see what we got here. And as you can see here, we've got Venom. And before we go too far up, you can see right here, I had him do a custom illustration of Venom on the cover. I thought that was super cool, so he definitely did that for me. Um, getting nervous. Oh, that's so beautiful. And that background is like just wonderful. No scratches, no nothing. 9.8, 9.8, 9.8, 9.8. Put that out in the ether. Oh, put it out in the universe. Ready? Here we go. I'm gonna pull it down. And here we go. Woo! Fuck yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Fucking A. Would you look at that? Out of all of them, it was like this one has to be the best of all of my comics that I had graded. And by God, it didn't disappoint. Thank God. Um, there are no higher grades than a 9.8 that are out there in the world. This is the highest grade that is out there for a Venom lethal protector. So I am very ecstatic that this came back at a 9.8. Thank God. I'd be super, super fucking pissed if it didn't. You know, if this came back at a 9.0, oh man, I'd lose it. But I'm so glad we went in reverse order, because I'd have been I'd have started off super happy and then got more disappointed as we go. Can you imagine if that 9.0 was the sixth issue, and I started with this one? God, that would suck. I'm so glad I went in reverse order. Let's take a look at that again. All right. God, I almost want to. I'm gonna take this out of the plastic just so we can look at it a little better. All right. We're gonna get some of that beautiful. Oh, look at that. And maybe we can get a little closer. You can see right there. Great looking book. It is indeed. So I am very happy. I am very happy with the way this turned out, and I don't want to get any fingerprints on it. So let's Let's be careful with it because this thing's gonna stay in plastic. And these plastic covers from CGC are not great. I mean, I was hoping that they'd come at least taped, you know? Oh, we didn't flip it over. They didn't even tape it. And these are really crappy plastic, like they almost reused them or something. But on the back side, we got Scottie Pippen. Get Scottie Pippen. Fleur. I don't think I have that card. I also collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I do have some Pokemon. I've got basketball, football, and so on. But this is where I like. This is my heart. My heart is in comic books, and Yu-Gi-Oh. But I do save. I have purchased. What do you call it? The I have purchased football cards. No, basketball cards sealed, where every card in it is either a rookie holograph. They're all holographics. They could be jersey cards, and I've never opened them. And I've got a first um, uh, what do you call it? First release of them, and one of the guys that also bought one of these pulled a 1 of 1 LeBron, and that card is worth 6 digits, over $100,000. And he opened it at the same place I got mine, and I haven't opened mine at all. Actually, let me see here. Yeah, that was a fucking lucky hit. A 1 of 1 LeBron. Come on, you couldn't ask for anything better. Where are you at? Is it in here? Where is it? Where are you? I don't know where the hell it is, but Legacy of Darkness, Yu-Gi-Oh! First edition, unopened. I potentially plan to get this graded. This has one of my favorite cards of all time, and it's Injection Fairy Lily, secret rare, and I have an Injection Fairy Lily, which is one of my favorite cards that I own. Not sure if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan or not, but I am. Oh, right there. So I've got this one. This is also LOD, Legacy of Darkness, first edition. It's in decent quality. It's got a small amount of speck in the corner, but other than that, it's really good. Off-centered a little bit from left to right. From top to bottom, it's decent. And then I started collecting a lot of this Shonen Jump cards. This is a limited edition Shonen Jump, Blue Eyes White Dragon. But I got a larger collection of those all through here. The original set of Exodia, the Forbidden One. I've got all of those from Legend of Blue Eyes. But what I'm looking for is not in here, which is not good because those were the most expensive things I had in here. Oh man. Please tell me those didn't get lost or stolen. Because my wife and I, we got robbed. Um, we got robbed, and um, they stole about $20,000 worth of our stuff. And I know I have those cards. I don't know where they're at now. Now I'm like super disappointed. Now I'm gonna be on like I'm gonna be in a mood now to find these. Well, on that note, I should probably just go to bed and dream about finding them. Maybe I can find them. But thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I really, yeah, that's a bad scene. He was back in LA, but yeah, I can't thank you much for I can't thank you enough for stopping by, and I hope to come back very soon, fairly soon, maybe in the next week or two. But until then, have a wonderful day, and um, April Fool's Day. It's April Fool's Day, at least for me. Get someone. Go pull a prank on someone. I'm gonna go tell my wife, White Rabbit, and screw around with her all day. So, catch you later.